So, hey, Ron, I really appreciate you coming on today and talking about your story. Just love doing these. Just again, proving that this technology for the brain continues to work. But like we talked about before, you've had some experiences yourself with the technology. You've seen it working with others. For the viewers out there, the Vox Human Performance Technology that helps with brain function. Talk a little bit, just briefly about your background and
Sure.
what you've seen so far with the technology, and then also touch on what were your initial thoughts when you first heard about this amazing technology?
Yeah, perfect. Well, thanks for having me on, Dan. I love it. My background is varied quite a bit, but I have spent 22 years as a what they call a Class A member of the PGA of America. Primarily, when I was in the PGA and active, I was teaching. So working with a lot of golfers and did a lot with the Wounded Warriors. I'm also a veteran and did a lot at Fort Sam, Houston with the Wounded Warriors Project. And you're always looking to accommodate and get to know your students. And one first thing I always ask is, do you have anything I should know about from a health standpoint? Any knee replacements, any hips, anything going on that I need to accommodate the instruction so you can play a better game of golf. And we're always starting there. So when I first got introduced to this, I was like everyone else, whatever. It's sure you wear a pair of socks and it does what? And then a friend of mine, I drove an hour and a half to meet at a restaurant. And you can ask him. I did not want to go. I want to do a Zoom. He said, "No, I got to show this to you." I'm like, really? All right. So let me drive an hour and a half to a Rudy's barbecue joint. Took off my sock or my shoes in the restaurant in the corner, and he did the test on me. And it's funny, John, I can tell you he did it wrong, and it still was effective. So I was blown away when I saw it. I got it signed up and got the product. I get 30% disability from the VA for my left knee. I've had 3 scopes. I need to have a knee replacement, but I don't want to do it yet. I turned 55 in July and I'm holding off as long as I can. But really, because of that injury, I don't play golf anymore. Because if I do, I pay for it for days. And recently, in the last 6 weeks since wearing this technology, I've been hired by a couple of neighbors to paint their houses. So here I am, climbing up and down ladders and moving things around. And it's not a profession, not something I like doing. I don't mind doing it occasionally, but I found myself at the end of the day, my legs aren't tired. My knee doesn't hurt. It's not inflamed like it usually does. Usually I'm popping Celebrex like M&Ms, and I don't like doing that because it's bad for your body, obviously, and your liver. And but it was a necessity for me to get by. So what I noticed of that is instantly I had greatly reduced knee pain especially for a period of time when I had definitely increased activity. Um, my endurance was much better. I sleep pretty well, so I really didn't notice anything there, but I just noticed it from the standpoint of endurance and not feeling drained by the end of the day and waking up more refreshed. So, we're all products of the product, obviously, and we'll have our own stories. But what really impressed me was that VoxxLife testimonial page. Man, I've watched that with some friends and we're sitting and watch a dozen videos. And man, the first thing I realized is I don't have any problems compared to what some people are really dealing with on a life struggle day to day and what this has done for them. First time in my entire life involved in a direct sales or sales space that I did not lead with the opportunity. I'm leading solely with the product because we really have something that can impact not just golfers and athletes, but really more important issues with health concerns. So I've had a blast with it. John told me 100% of the time when you demo this on someone, I've never had anybody not buy. And I did a meeting this morning with a gentleman here in San Antonio. He's one of the most renowned golf professionals and instructors, has a tremendous golf academy. And I just walked into his shop. It's 29 degrees here this morning, so I know that's not cold for you Northerners. I'm from Iowa, so I very
Quit making us
really, boy, it's
jealous.
cold down here. I know. But we took off his shoes, and I just did the demo on him, and he was blown away. And he instantly started saying, "Oh my God, I got 9 people who are going to want this. They're not even golfers." So it's been a lot of fun to be able to demonstrate. Us also, on a side note, Dan, the only thing I've ever done where I've gotten feedback from people without me asking. So the follow-up skill set here, which is where most people lack, it's been amazing. I don't have to follow up. They're sending me text messages and emails saying, "Oh my God, this stuff's wonderful. Look what it's done for me." I'm not even soliciting them. So that's pretty cool.
Absolutely. And you touch on that initial demo with the balance and stability with your golf background. How big is, an instant improvement in balance and stability for golf?
It just sells itself. I mean, it's the easiest, simplest thing to do. And when you do that, I did that demo this morning. and yeah, you can see he was skeptical because he's been involved in other things in the past with me, and most of them were superficial things like less wrinkles, more vanity, really not much big benefit to it from your standpoint of your quality of your life. And the minute I just able to just tip him sideways, he looked at me like, "Yeah, it's not very hard to do." As I said, "No, just wait." We did it 3 times, and then I had to do the in front of him the stability part. And he's just blown away. It's the funnest thing to do. So I see myself sitting and talking to a bunch of golf pros and sitting on the range and doing Vox challenges all day long. Have you taken the Vox challenge? What's that?
Absolutely. Well, and it's such a big thing in golf too, because if you can improve that balance and
Yeah.
stability, obviously you're going to more than likely hit the ball straighter.
Right. You have a more solid core, and then they talk about the other things with the more increased power, the sequence of movements, let alone, thinking your way around the golf course with a more powerful brain, 30 to 40% better neurology. My other background job, my last day job I had was a franchise consultant in senior care. And when I saw this and you talked to you about fall prevention, I plan on talking to every single franchise. You guys, it's Home Instead, Visiting Angels, Senior Helping Seniors. Those are all franchise owned individuals that have a passion for helping seniors, what they call age in place, and they're all franchise owners. So they're all business owners. So I know they're all looking for extra streams of revenue, but first and foremost, they're all looking for ways to help their clients, their seniors.
Absolutely.
We would always do fall prevention, which reminds me of a lady I rent from. She's 82 and she has 2 cats, and every time she's been to the floor to pick up her water bowl to get the cats more water, she falls forward. And she was describing this to me before I ever got involved in Vox. And when I got involved, I said, "I'm going to get you a pair of socks." Now she won't go without them. And she is so, I mean, just another unsolicited testimony. Hey, before I forget, I feel so much better on my feet. Now I'm sleeping better. That's a lot of fun. So, hey,
It is
Larry's on there. And Linda Carnes is on there. Oh, my gosh. And Shannon Zanderbeck. These are all friends of mine. Hey, y'all.
awesome.
Good to see
Awesome.
you.
Well, and especially when you talk about elderly, we have that study. You're 8 times less likely to fall. It improves our balance and
Right.
stability by 31%. Hey, you have a major fall over 65. It shortens your life. So
Well,
it's
the mortality rates are huge for in that first 2 years if you break your hip after a certain age. And so this is really cool for me from a business standpoint. I've always been focused on the opportunity, and now it's really a shift of focus to the product and helping as many people as possible. What I like about it is it's non-invasive. People just go, I can just wear these socks versus those socks, or put this insert, take that insert out. Even on my own 25-year-old son, who has Asperger's, and he's very negative about things most of the time, and his back is fried, even though he's 25 years old. He's a butcher at a local store chain here. And, I just said to him, "Zach, I got you something." "What'd you get me, Dad?" I said, "A pair of socks." He goes, "What?" I go, "Just wear these socks." "What are they supposed to do?" I said, "I don't know. Just wear them. You're already wearing socks anyway. So wear these socks versus those socks. And you let me know." I took him to his birthday dinner. Every year we go to Texas Roadhouse, and he met me there, and we just catching up for the week. And he says, "Oh yeah, by the way, Dad, I'm not saying it's these silly socks." And that's how he started it. And I go, "What?" And he goes, "I woke up this morning, I had no pain. I don't get it. How does it do that?" "I don't know. Maybe it's not the socks. Just keep wearing them." Now he has 2 pairs of socks and insoles for his boots. It's pretty
absolutely.
cool.
Well, it's got to feel pretty good as a parent when you can help your son.
Yeah, 1,000%. And knowing that I have the ability now to not only have a great, easy conversation with golfers, like I said, and Larry knows Joe Caruso. I was over at Joe's this morning, Larry, in case you missed that. And he was blown away by it. He's going to implement it into his driving range over on Blanco. And he even said, my sister has MS. I want this for her. When he saw the banner that I'd showed him, and at the bottom it has the cure or the cause with MS of Canada, he was all about it.
Yeah,
So,
that's awesome. It can help people in so many ways, and that's what we've talked about. When you can
yep.
make the brain better, it doesn't matter who you are, you're more than likely going to have a much better quality of life. And you touched on a couple times with you and your son, the sleep. The sleep is so huge. There's a lot of people out there that struggle with sleep. And, if you're having trouble sleeping, your health is declining every day. And that's the beauty of what we get a lot of testimonials with is, when people are wearing the technology, their brain's in that homeostasis state, they sleep a whole lot better.
It's really, really cool technology, and the fact that no one else has it, and we're kind of new to market with it. It's 2 years old almost in Canada, and um, Yeah, I'm just super excited to be part of this. So I appreciate all your help. You've been a tremendous leader, and the resources and the time you put in to make this easy for us to share has been just super. So I really can't thank you enough.
Well, I really look forward, Ron, when you take off on your trip here, this year and having more of these to have you share more stories because that's going to be exciting. You get to go to all these different golf courses, and I'm excited to, have part two, part three, part four, with you sharing all your testimonials. But, I always like the last question I always like to ask Ron is, there's people listening that are probably skeptical or looking at Vox human performance technology for the first time. What would you recommend to somebody, considering or taking a look?
Well, I would always be concerned if they're not skeptical. I mean, everybody's
Right.
skeptical. I get that. I always ask people, are you skeptical or are you closed-minded? Because I can't help the other. But if you're skeptical, then just look at some information. And when I saw that Vox testimonial Facebook page with 38,000 testimonials on there, it'll make you cry. I mean, there's some stories on there with that 6-year-old boy CP trying to walk with a single point canes. And I was watching with a friend of mine, literally 3 steps into that, we just out loud went, oh my God, look how much better that little child's walking. It's just crazy. You know what I'm talking about. Um,
Absolutely. It's one of
I
my
tell people,
favorites.
look, it's a pair, just get it. Order a pair. It's got a 30 money back guarantee. And you tell me if you didn't notice anything. If it didn't improve the quality of your life in any way, shape, or form, send them back. It's really that simple.
Absolutely.
For me, it's a huge
Well,
deal because everything I've always had to justify. Oh, I don't like the way it smells or what's in it. When you're talking about health and wellness and you're giving somebody something to put in their body, even though they just ate a Big Mac for lunch, now they're health experts and they want to know what's in it, right? This
right.
is just a pair of, just, you know what? Swap these socks out for what you're currently wearing, or put these inserts in your sole, insoles in your shoe, and let me know what you notice. It's a very, matter of fact, I haven't had any objections. My neighbor across, he's a retired senior master sergeant, had his knee replaced last year. Then he got an infection, and he has to have his other one replaced, but he's holding off. He's a marshal at a local golf course here named Silverhorn, and I was walking across his yard. I said, Cliff, I've got something for you. He goes, what's that? I said, stay there. He's in his garage. I went home, got a pair of insoles. I did the balance test on him in his garage on the concrete. He literally bought 2 pair of socks and insole, and his wife ordered off the website.
That's great.
And he's a marshal. So I'm not, he usually sent me an unsolicited text saying, uh, hey, by the way, these socks really work. I love them. And he walked 9 holes with his little pull cart. So pretty cool. Just amazing technology.
It is. It's neat and it's a pretty rewarding feeling, I'm sure, when you can change somebody's life and give them a better quality of life almost instantly sometimes.
Absolutely. It's like John told me, this never doesn't work. And literally from the
It doesn't.
time they step off doing the balance test, 7 seconds, they can dramatically feel how much better they feel. And I'm on a mission now to, not just for golfers, because that's a recreational sport and that's fun. They can perform better. But for me, from a senior care standpoint, man, there's 20,000 people. What do they say? 10,000 people a day turn 65 for the next 20 years.
Wow.
And so I'm
Well,
just on a mission to help as many seniors as I can.
yes, a lot of people we can help. So, hey,
Yep.
Ron, I really appreciate your time. Looking forward to continuing to work with you and all the people we're going to help together. And travel safe this summer.
Thanks,
And
man.
stay in touch, my friend.
You bet. Cheers.
All right. Thanks, bud.